What happened recently is this case came out where there was a $46 million judgment against a local jiu-jitsu gym here in San Diego for the plaintiff for an injury that he received doing jiu-jitsu to his neck. Now, there's a lot of controversy going on with this because it's going to affect jiu-jitsu gyms across the country. We need to talk about it, and I think the truth needs to come out. And, you know, I don't know much about jiu-jitsu, but the man I'm here with today certainly does, Royler Gracie.
First of all, it's my pleasure to be with you guys, you know, as always. And, yeah, we see a lot of things people's talking a lot about, you know. That's for sure. It's really bad for both sides, you know. And I see the video many times, back and forth many times. And then I'm not a judge, you know, but I'm expert in jiu-jitsu. I'm trained in jiu-jitsu for more than 50 years. And then I can see when someone has bad intention. And my opinion for the video, what I see is an accident, completely accident. And don't tell me it's a negligence for the teacher, for the school. Come on, I don't see it that way. I'm sorry. You know, like I say, I trained jiu-jitsu for more than 50 years. And then we see a lot of different movements, yes, everywhere, you know. But we need to treat this as an accident. If you treat this as an accident, it's going to be completely different. You know, to be honest, one more time, I feel sorry for the student, what happened with him. And then I believe, you know, he need to have something for the rest of his life if he have a really bad injury like we have.
Okay, so that exact move is what was referred to as the flip over back take. And the dangerousness of that move is that he's using his body weight and he's rolling over the person's you know, shoulder and neck. Are you saying that that's not a dangerous move, or is it just one of many dangerous moves?
Well, you know, is a martial art is a danger. A hip throw is a danger.
I see. So in your opinion, the use of that move by the black belt instructor in the roll on a white belt or a white belt with some experience that he most likely felt, you don't think that fell below the standard of care of jiu-jitsu?
You know, all the movements in jiu-jitsu, I do to the black belts and to the white belts. I do it to everybody. The only difference, we go smooth and slow and give you time for him to digest the position. Or even if you don't learn it, okay, we're just gonna avoid the movement. But if he's already trained, I can do the choking him, I can try to sweep him, I can do the stuff I do all the time with the black belts, and I do with the white belt. The only reason I decrease the speed and go very smooth, give him a chance to see the movement.
I see. So it's okay to try these dangerous moves, but just go slower so that they can react or learn by feeling it.
What is a danger movement? Now we're going to open a book. When you say, this is a danger movement, this one is not, which one is a danger? I like to know what the expert is going to tell me. In 50 years I train in jiu-jitsu, okay, this one is going to be danger. This one is not a danger anymore.
I see. So it's not just the move itself in a vacuum, it's how it's applied.
How to apply, exactly. That's make a big difference. You know, I can do this sweep with someone don't know, very smooth, or I can do this sweep and right there and hit his head on the floor.
I see. So you can't just define the move because it's dynamic. You're moving, the guy's moving.
Exactly. It's 100%.
So in the Declaration of Royler Gracie, and this is public information, you can find it at the San Diego court website, he says, performing a forward flip back take on a white belt without prior instruction would be an extreme departure from the range of ordinary activity involved in teaching Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Do you think that's true?
You know, it's kind of hard to start to separate what is.
I see.
You can use this and this one now. This one yes, this one no. To be honest, it's hard because as soon as I grow up in Jiu-Jitsu, I do all the movements to all the guys I training. Right. They never told me this.
Right. So all the details of the actual move don't matter as much as the big picture.
Exactly.
Because they're saying it was a chop and tilt wrestling move. Well, this guy, to my understanding, was a wrestler.
Yes. One more time. It doesn't matter the whole picture. It doesn't matter if you trap the arm, if you lock the leg, if you hold the head, if you sweep, if you do this, if you do that. It's an accident.
Okay, so what is the standard of care for jiu-jitsu? Because if this move was determined to be below the standard, I would like to know, what is the standard? As Elio's son, what is the standard of care for jiu-jitsu?
Well, first of all, enjoy yourself. Don't hurt yourself and don't hurt your partner. But everything can happen. When you walk to the doors of martial arts school, we need to assume the risk. You know, I'm not against nobody. And then I'm not trying to throw a rock in nobody. But who? And the other side is going to say this is not accident.
That's fair. And the problem is now there's this precedent set. There's this, you know, now there's case law. Assuming it doesn't get appealed, now this is the case that everybody's going to cite for all the future injuries. What do we do to move forward? How do we move forward? Who do we go to? What do the gyms do now?
Well, to be honest, the damage is already there.